traffic, Nate.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Raise Your Horn Wednesday. I love that intro. And I have a special guest this morning, Adiga Outlaw. How are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. Adiga.
Good morning.
Oh, man, how are you doing, brother?
I am doing very special.
Very special this morning.
Very special. Jerry Lewis special.
Jerry Lewis. Big hello to all the ladies out there in chat. Ladies, thank you so very much for being here. You beautiful, beautiful ladies. You are one of the reasons that I keep going each and every morning. Thank you so very much. And good morning to my brother from another mother, Trey at Max World Entertainment. Keely Chow, Roll Tide, Keely, Mark the Infinitely Tired, Chris Persia, Adega. Yeah. Yes, Adega.
You can call me whatever you want.
Samantha Joe, Purple Lady, the Valkyries are here. Earlier I saw Eris of Chaos, the Battle Angel, and I think she had to take off. Good morning, Battle Angel, if you are listening. Captain Trek, good morning, my wrench, my brother, my friend, Captain Trek. How are you doing this morning, brother? Mr. CCDV, Lady Mist, good morning, Lady Mist. Good morning. How are you doing this morning? Chefzilla, Hamlet Strategy 89. Good morning, guys. Josh and Rebecca. Momini. Darth Haster. Good morning, Eldritch God. Robert Pearson. How you doing, Robert Pearson? Nina Green. Good morning, Nina. Good morning. Give Sapphire some love for me this morning. Jedi Bill 797. Dave G Sound. Good morning, Crimson Mist. Guys, thank you so much for being here this morning.
You missed one.
Oh, did I miss one? Who did I miss?
Yes, the hero of the common man, the Mexican Iron Man. Unless I didn't hear you say it.
Yes. It's Mexican Iron Man. And get Mexican Iron Man, if you're out there listening, give a big, big hug to Tortilla or whatever you named it, man. Lori Roberts, good morning. Oh, Lori, I love you too, Lori. Good morning, Lori. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are kicking ass out there in New York. Not Mexican Iron Man says Adiga still loves me.
Absolutely. And Lady Mist, I wish I could have done more. I really do. You have my heart. It really goes with you today. Anything I could do for you, let me know.
And for me too, Lady Mist, if you need anything, let us know. You are a huge part of this community, and anything any of us here can do for you, we will do. We love you, Lady Mist. You are one of those beautiful ladies I was talking about earlier. You are one of the reasons why I keep getting up here and doing this every single morning. Thank you so very much. If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. And Trey says, we stand with Lady Mist. Yes, we stand with Lady Mist. No, Lady Mist. Thank you. Thank you. You don't have to thank us. Thank you. Thank you. So, yesterday was fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got into action where places I usually never go. Watching the Masters at work, you guys are awesome.
No, we aren't the Masters. I was doing fine. Mark was kind of giggling here and there that that Loki was tearing this guy apart for his actions against Starry-Eyed Girl, and then Adiga came in and dropped a thermonuclear device on it, and it was like, oh, crap, what do I have left to do?
Oh, you guys knocked all the pins down except for the center. I just had to blow it over. It was easy.
You know, guys, I refuse to not take action when someone attacks one of our own. And we did not go out and look for this person. We did not go out and search this person out. Mark the Infinitely Tired had made a post about sticking up for Starry-Eyed Girl, about standing up for Starry-Eyed Girl. Mexican Iron Man, all you have to do is look at my Twitter feed. You'll find it, brother. Trust me. It's pretty hard to miss. And this person inserted himself into that conversation. And we're not going to stay silent. We're not going to go search someone out, but we're not going to stay silent, especially when they come into our house and want to attack one of our own Starry-Eyed Girl. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And over the course of a half hour yesterday, we found out that this person that had been harassing her and running his mouth was a little kid living in mama's basement, and he just didn't get it. He just didn't get it. Sorry, folks. I avoid Twitter, dude. I do not blame you, Psycho Dwarf Man. There's times I'm like, Twitter. I love being able to keep in touch with members of the community. I love being able to use it as a networking tool. I love being able to keep in contact with the crew using it, so I'll never not use it. But I can completely understand not wanting to use it. Yeah, avoid it.
Wookie gets it.
Oh, it jumped. I think it's funny when people think I'm on Twitter for a debate. I'm there to talk to my friends and piss people off. That's it. Damn straight, Wookie. Damn straight, brother.
No, when I get on, it's just to read whatever direct messages I get, and if there's a highlight or two, I'll check it out. Maybe it, mark someone's feed, but I don't search it out. And for some reason, boom, there was Loki tearing someone up, and I'm going, oh, here we go again. Stuff they were talking about. And I saw Mark was there, and I'm going, ooh, this must be a big one. They're tag teaming. And, there's times when people go out in public and they unzip their fly, and you can say, ooh, that's a little penis. It was pretty easy to take this kid down, just expose him for who he was, because they had him in a corner. Which is nothing but blowing spit wads in their face after that.
Yep. And Dave G. Sound, yes, it was. Apparently, this guy had been harassing Starry-Eyed Girl. He'd been going after Starry-Eyed Girl, and this had been like a long thing, all because she does not like, obviously, Jody as the doctor, or Chin Balls, or whatever the hell his name is. Chibnall, Chib Balls, whatever. If he's and is that guy, I might be getting him confused with someone from STD. So just because she doesn't like Jody and she said something about Jody, he took it upon himself to harass her over the course of the last couple of months, constantly inserting himself into her conversations. And I guess I missed that. I didn't see that. And then poof, Starry's gone, and she's had issues, and the last thing she needs is a monkey on her back. When you have real life issues and you're going through things, the last thing you need is a monkey on your back harassing you. And she decided to leave Twitter, and that's fine. And I had heard who had done this. I'm not going to go and see. I'm not going to sit there and go pick a fight just because he wants to run his mouth. But he inserted himself in our conversation, so game on, in my opinion. And you can't put up with that. You can't put up with watching a friend, a loved one, a member of your community get harassed. That's why we stand with each other.
That's pick on one Valhalla, the gates open and all the warriors come out.
That's right. You pick on one person in Valhalla, and we all come out of the gates.
I bet he's still sore today.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Gosh, I need to get a new chair. This thing's squeaky.
Oh, mine's doing it too. Except you can't hear it. Mine's doing it too. Every time I like lean back. Hold on. Yep. Yeah, Max World Creations. Evil happens when good people do nothing. That's right. Evil happens when good people do nothing. And there's a lot of people that talk about, well, I'm doing this, so I can't pay any attention to this, or I'm going after this huge thing, so I have no time to worry about the little people. Well, you know what? If that's a person in your community, if that is a person that has supported you, that has been there for you, if you call that person a friend, you're gonna say, "Well, I'm just too busy for you." Is that right? I'm just too busy looking at this to put my stuff down and support someone.
Wookiee's on a roll today. The Jedi mind trick only works on the weak-minded. Thus sums up Twitter.
And my chat, I want to highlight that, but my chat hasn't updated yet.
Butterflies, I've never seen you before. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Butterflies, that is the fiance of Darth Hester.
Ah,
Darth
fantastic.
Hester. Good morning, Butterflies. I still haven't gotten Wookiee's tweet or Wookiee's message up on here. Oh, I tell you what, guys. Sometimes StreamYards gets a bug in its butt, and for whatever reason, it won't show something. I do not know why it does that.
Some things you don't want it to show. Some things are too dark to show. Some things are too disturbing.
Sometimes I think it just doesn't want to, it hasn't caught up yet. But then I start looking through and I start wading through the comments, and I'm like, okay, well, here's this comment someone made. There we go. No, it's like I'm just completely missing his comment. Sorry, Wookie, I'd highlight it, but I cannot get it. And she sings nice to Adega, too.
You have that wrong. I've never heard her sing to or also Adega.
Purple Lady, no, the little people should just be your friends.
There are no little people. There are good people and people that we put in the penalty box.
You know, I remember Abunas was on here last month and said that I don't have subscribers, I have friends. Well, I don't have friends, I have family. And
Right.
I do have friends, but I do have family too. And this community means everything to me. This community means everything to me. I talked to Mexican Iron Man last night, and me and him had a talk about community and talking to Chef. When Chef took off, I wanted to make sure he was okay. I didn't nag him about coming back. I didn't nag him about why he left. I just wanted to make sure he was all right. And he came back, and I love that he came back, because it's like, the band is -1. Anytime anybody disappears, the band is always -1. We're always missing somebody, and I don't want anybody to just take off, of course. But I want to make sure, if somebody disappears, I want to make sure they're okay. If they need something, and I can help, I will. That's what I'm here for.
It's a little bit of extra effort, You always got time to say something, maybe do something, find some way of making someone else's life better, because not only does it help them, it helps you. I mean, it really does. And I'm not looking to help myself, and I know you're not. It's your heart bleeding for a friend saying, you know what? I can't stand the fact that something's wrong.
Yeah.
And it's a good trait for good humans to want to uplift people. Except it was kind of fun yesterday, but he kind of deserved it.
Broken Entertainment says, if you think people are little, it's because your high horse is too tall. Yeah. I can
Smart.
agree with that.
I love that.
Yes. Maxwell Creations tribbles can burn too. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. I make smoked barbecue tribble.
And it has to be fried to a crisp.
Yep.
Little chunky pieces of charcoal with a drop of barbecue on it.
Yep. A drop of barbecue sauce to moisten it.
You would have liked my smoked stuff then.
Oh man. Oh, I bet it was good, dude. I was looking at that going, oh man, that looks good. That looks so good.
I can't do chicken though. One of these days I gotta learn how to do chicken. And I got to do a turkey in there one of these days too. I've had smoked turkey before. That stuff is awesome, but I've never been able to do it.
Yes, cheeses too, dude. There's a way to do cheese.
I think it's kind of like bacon. It has to be cold smoked.
Yeah, it has to be cold smoked. Yep. You can't cook it. It has to be cold smoked.
That should take a very long time.
Yes, but it's good. Oh man, there's a place in Texas, and it's called Woody's Smokehouse, and I think it's in Centerville. And I'm gonna tell you, dude, you stop there. It's on 45, which runs through Houston to Dallas, and you stop there. They've got smoked everything. You can get anything you want smoked. They've got cheeses, they've got meats, they've got chicken, they've got jerky, they've got everything you can possibly imagine. And all the stuff you need for smoking too.
Samantha Joe, you burn stuff. Eat a vegetable. But here's the thing. Now this is coming from a doctor. If the animal has been grain-fed, organic, you are what you eat. I kind of think I'm eating a vegetable.
Yep.
It makes sense to me. Kind of logical.
Our Mexican Iron Man says, exactly as Adiga says, help one another is what is helping yourself. Yesterday was Chef and Starry-Eyed Girl. When you help someone, you're helping yourself as well. Just by helping them.
Yeah, but I don't like going into anything, and I know you don't either, going into anything saying, I'm going to help myself by doing something that's going to look good on paper, you know? And most of you people know that if we're doing stuff, and I know Mark does it and never talks about it, it's, you don't tell people. It's not something for show. It's something for the person that we're trying to help out.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. And Starry has an open invitation when she returns to come on this morning show or a Tuesday night. I would love to have her on and talk to her. Every time I have someone on, they're always like, oh, thank you for having me on. And I tell them, no, thank you. You are adding to my content. You are helping my channel. Doesn't matter who you are. You are helping my channel. It is my job to say thank you. If you have me on your channel, then you can say thank you. Thank you for coming on my show, Lucky. Oh, thank you for having me. Well, wait, you just told me not to say thank you. I know, because I don't like people thanking me for having them on the show. Oh, shit.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. I see doctor stuff and my brain kicks into gear. CCDV, liquid diet, solids will not go down.
See, I'm not even seeing that. Hope you're feeling better, Dave. Maybe I'm just like...
Well, I'm not looking at the StreamYards one. I'm looking at YouTube. So everything is behind by about 8 seconds for me, but still, it's the only way I could see chat. And type in there if I think these monkeys are worthy of my language being printed out. Sorry. I'm having a fun morning. It's one of those rare times.
I found it. Liquid diet solids will not go down. That ain't good, dude. That's not good at all. I still thank you for putting up with. Oh, dude, I didn't put up with you. I had a good time. That's not putting up with anybody. Is a smokable breakfast vegan?
Of course it is. You know the rules. You pluck eggs off the plant that grows them. So you got vegan there. You know, well, bacon comes from something that is in nothing but vegetables all the time or whatever stuff you want to feed it. But a good strip of bacon. Hey, you know what? You can have waffles. Waffles are always good.
Oh, dude, I love waffles. There's a
That's one of those
Belgian.
rare vegetables that needs syrup.
Yes, there's a Belgian Waffle House here, and oh man, when I can get over there, because I think they close at like noon. They only stay open in the morning. You know, I think they're open from 6 to noon, and that's it. And then they're closed. But man, they have been making waffles for like 50 years at this one place, and they know their stuff.
If I ever visit, you're taking me there. I'll
Oh
pay,
yeah.
but you're taking me there. Um, Halster has a thing there. He said tobacco. Now, here's an interesting thing about tobacco. You know, people can smoke. I don't care. You know, whatever. I always thought it was an abuse of freedom that, you know, restaurants and things don't allow people to have their own little smoking section. I hate smoking. Don't get me wrong. But I feel that people absolutely should have the freedom to do it. But if you ever get bit by an insect or stung, you mash that tobacco up into a paste with a little bit of water or oil, and you put that on there. That'll take the sting away, and it clears that thing up at least twice as fast. But you didn't know that about tobacco. It works awesome. My dad showed that to me when I was a kid. I like playing with bugs, and of course I picked up a fire ant, not knowing what the heck it was, and lit my hand up, and it was starting to swell. And he found a cigarette butt and moistened that up, stuck it on my finger, and it was gone so fast. And ever since then, I've been using it. Um, it works really, really good. It's one of those things where a hidden gem right in front of us.
Dude, I wish I would have known that. When I was like, I think I was like 8 or 9. You're a kid, you're out playing, da da da, running around, acting like a, fool. I apparently rolled around in a bed of fire ants, and I
Oh,
got bitten over 300 times,
uh,
and it was all over my legs so bad that they had to pop them. They had to pop them. They
uh,
had to take a needle to them and pop them. But I'm deathly allergic to fire ants now. Ever since then, I wish I would have known that. Just cover me in tobacco, guys. Cover me in tobacco. Don't pop them. Cover me in tobacco. I would have, oh, because it sucked for days after that. It sucked. Now, yeah, I don't go near fire ants. No fire ants.
misery, absolute misery.
Yeah. Oh, it'll swell up. It'll swell up. I get one bite and it's like, whoosh. What happened? It's like a giant sore. I'm like, yeah, ant bite. Thanks.
My brother, the one I told you about that passed away, we were at my dad's job site, and it's in Paramount, California. They used to do all the big construction stuff, and he worked on tractors. And I eventually got in the business before I became a chiropractor. But we were young. I think I was 10. He was 13, and one of the buildings had a hole in it, and bees set up a beehive in there, and he was nothing but a troublemaker. He wanted to steal the honey from him, and we used to keep bees, but not realizing that these type of bees weren't so used to humans. So he tried to get in there and get it, and he got swarmed on. Literally, there was like those cartoons. There was a cloud around him, just getting stuck in his hair. Sting, 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 sting. Ooh, man, that was a bad day. It
Oh, I
it
can
got to
imagine.
the yeah, it got to the point where we were trying to keep him breathing. Put the hose on him and everything. Oh, insects are oof, oof.
And Broken Entertainment brings up, have you ever seen this, Adiga? It's really cool. There are videos on YouTube of people making casts of fire ant and other problem ant nests with molten aluminum.
I have never seen that.
Yeah, dude. They pour the liquid aluminum over the ant hill, right? and it goes in, and then they let it cool, and they pull it out, and it's like a mapway, an aluminum mapway of the hive. It's really pretty, dude. Really pretty. I've seen it a couple of times, and absolutely, it's almost breathtaking because each strand of aluminum comes out of there, and it's not just one giant molten piece. It's like a piece of art.
I'm gonna have to check that out. That sounds really cool. I mean, after Trey's show last night, watching that artwork, man, it's like,
Yeah.
there's a whole other world that we miss half the time.
Yeah, that was amazing. Tish doing that with that paint on that canvas, and the way she just kind of rolled it around, and it took on a whole shape of its own. You're sitting there looking at it. Oh, look at all those little circles and all this and all that. That's really cool. And then she went to work. At the beginning, you're looking at it and you're like, wow, that's cool. And then she really went to work, and you're like, that's freaking amazing. Kapla, Bird of Prey 5. Good morning, sir.
Hail Bob.
Next it says, go ahead.
No, that's exactly where I was going. I fell asleep at a pool party in Vegas and woke up 10 hours later with 2 fiery Latinas and a whole lot of bite and scratch marks.
Wasn't quite now.
You say fiery Latinas, it makes me think, fiery anything when it comes to ladies who, I'm a doctor and I start seeing all kinds of diseases. Oh, and the fire that can come to your body because of that. So I'm glad you're okay.
Who knows if he's okay or if he's still worn out.
Syphilis does tend to affect the brain.
Oh, dude.
And that came from sheep. You guys know that.
Ah, no, I did not know that.
That's where it started.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Keely Chow, brother. I don't even know if I can say that. Oh, Keely. Roll Tide, brother. Roll Tide. So, can Mexican Iron Man answer that question? Did the fiery Latinas have extra equipment or what?
Why am I having a hard time sitting down?
Oh, shit, Keely, brother. Oh, man.
Yeah, Chris Persia, their press. He can't say Adega. I can't say your last call sign, but as far as the research goes, yeah, that's what they figured out. Some sheep herder decided he was a little extra lonely, and it came from them.
Damn. That's wow. Uh-oh. Captain Trek, Bird of Prey 5 community, please vote Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. What are we voting for?
We are going to make sure that our good old friend Bird of Prey has a watch party that has the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull instead of some other movie that he wants to watch. We're trying to force him to watch the worst Indiana Jones show ever made.
Man.
I haven't voted yet, but if I would, it'd be Crystal Skull. And I know Crystal Skull's ahead of the game so far.
Wow.
No getting out of that one.
No, that's the worst one, but even still, it's an Indiana Jones movie. I didn't like the Fräulein.
Right.
Her name was the psychic lady, but she gets eaten by ants, and that's a fate worse than death. So, that is a fate of death, but yeah, you don't want to die that way. Anyway, if you're going to die, that's going to be one of the least fun ways to do it.
Right. The one really, besides Harrison Ford, the really good thing I like about that movie is that he got back with the original girl, and I can't remember her name.
Yep.
Because I always liked her.
Yep.
I thought she was the best of the group, and yeah, I thought that was super cool. We could have got somebody besides Shia LaBeouf, but other than that.
Yeah, to be young Indy. Yeah. I want them to use, what's his name off of Guardians of the Galaxy? Chris, not
Evans. Yes, that would have been really good.
Yes, I hope they use him. If you've never seen Crystal Skull, it makes absolutely no sense. Besides bringing, like he said, was it Moira? Was it Moira?
Yeah, I think that's her name.
Something like that. Besides bringing her back from Raiders,
Right.
they had a really weird system in those movies.
She
You
was an
had,
awesome Lois Lane too. Sorry to interrupt.
yes, that wasn't Margaret Kidder, was it?
Oh yeah. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I'm fairly positive that's the same one.
Huh. So you've got you've got Raiders, then you've got Temple, then you've got Last Crusade and Crystal Skull. But Temple of Doom is before Raiders. Samantha Joe says Karen Allen played the girl in Indiana Jones.
Okay. I don't know names, but she
Margaret
has.
Kidder was Lois Lane.
Okay, they have very similar eyes.
They do look a lot alike. That's why I was like, was it? Damn, did I just miss that? Never know that?
Yeah, I'm sorry. They have very similar eyes. I'm an eye person. That's the first thing I notice. I can read eyes very well. It's a
And they
handicap.
do have very similar look. But I just thought it was always crazy that Temple was before Raiders in the timeline, in their timeline. It wasn't, the movie wise, but Chris Pratt would make a great Indy. That's what I was thinking. Have him be the son of Indiana Jones and do like a Last Crusade like movie, but flipped where Indy is the guy that's gone missing. I would love to see that. Indy's gone missing and his kid's the one they go to. Have him wearing the bow tie at the school, like Indy always did. Indy always had those stupid bow ties and he looked weird. When he was at the college, have him be at the college teaching, and saying some shit like, against whatever his dad said, like X often marks the spot, everyone, and X have X be some kind of death trap in this one. I would love to see something like that. I would absolutely love to see something like that.
I appreciate you guys correcting me on that. I keep everyone's popping that up of who did what because when it comes to actors and actresses, I do use actress. Um, I'm not good with them. Stories and what happens in a movie, but it has to be repeated in my brain, and now I can actually see the two faces in my head. Sorry, it's just part of uh, the way my brain works being sick. But thank you for correcting me. Loki used to say that he would always trust me if I said something. Well, guess what? There goes that record.
Oh no! Still, if Adiga says the sky is purple, I'm going to go get my eyes checked. Because I was pretty sure, but then I was like, okay, if you say it is, shit,
Yeah, see,
I
I
must
led you astray. Don't do it.
drinking the wrong Kool-Aid or something.
Yeah, let's go visit Jim Jones.
John Williams is a great composer. Yes, he is one of the greatest composers of all time, in my opinion. That man does not get enough love and credit.
That is something that I always love is music, to hear what they do for scores for movies. Some of them are brilliant and other times I go, what the heck?
Mark Amblin says, to me, besides the obvious, Crystal Skull did not have the feel of a serial movie like its predecessors. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. And when you walk away from a project like that, you've got something like Lord of the Rings, right? And Lord of the Rings, where they did that first movie and it was a huge success, and then they went back and did Two Towers and Return of the King almost back to back. So there was no breathing room. It's like they jumped right back into it with Two Towers and Return of the King. When you walk away from something like that and you come back 10 years later and you want to do something that connects to it, it's not going to be the same. It's not. It can be better. It can be worse, but it's not going to be the same as before. There are going to be differences because you don't have the same crew. You don't have the same team. People have moved on with their lives. People might have passed away. We might not have someone still. Things change.
There's also a magic of the moment. Everybody knows that, and it'll come through on film when you've got everything working together and there's a type of energy. It's like anything with a sports team or a band. When you're in the groove, you're in the groove, but after that there's a magic that can be approximated sometimes, but it's never the same, especially when you change or someone says, well, we're going to try and recreate that. Like when you go with Crystal Skulls, well, what worked before? Well, we got Nazis, we got Epic Adventure, we have the original lady that played in it, and they try and build a story around that instead of building the story and then coming back. The magic, it's tough to duplicate because it was something special. It's better to create something special elsewhere than to try and recreate. It just doesn't seem to ever work right.
No, it doesn't. And RR says Starman is one of Carpenter's best films. Yes, it is.
Oh, I forgot about Starman. Love that movie.
Yes. I always loved how he went into the hair in the beginning of the movie. You see the little floating light. It's like pew, 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 pew. And then it goes into the hair and it's like, boom, clone body. How you doing? I actually had to look that movie back up because I'd seen it when I was a kid. I didn't remember what the hell it was called. All I remembered was it going into that guy's hair, and looked it up and found it. And was like, okay, yeah, I want to watch this because I remember seeing it, but I hadn't seen it in like 30 years. Purple Lady says, so like Avatar then? Yes, like Avatar then. And it may be better. It may not be better. A lot of people that loved Avatar have moved on to other things. They might come back, they might not come back. But can you catch that lightning in a bottle? Can you force that lightning into that bottle again? And I love his films. I can't think of the guy's name right now.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, I have bad time with names.
James Cameron. I love Cameron's films. I do. But I just don't. I don't know. I don't see it happening.
I see I'm with Mark on Avatar. I stepped down and said, man, this looks cool. Wait, this is an environmentalist story. And don't get me started about environmentalists. I'm an Eagle Scout and I love protecting the environment, but I don't like screwing people over and using it as an excuse for an agenda. But that's just me. I'm done talking about it.
You can talk about it all you want to.
Nah, we got other things to talk about. Heck, we could even talk about cards.
Yes, we were talking about that. We were talking about blackjack before we came on this morning.
You have been blessed to listen to every morning a card shark. Never play blackjack with Loki. He knows exactly where to sit, how to make you nervous, how to play the cards.
Oh man, and I love it too. I love sitting down at the table and reading everybody. And I have played poker occasionally for money, but most of the time it was always like $10 or $20 pot between friends. That's not playing cards. It's just hanging out and playing with friends.
Right, and I don't play because I used to think I was pretty good at it, but my youngest, it doesn't matter what he has. He is the perfect liar when it comes to cards. Face, expression, everything. I cannot beat the kid. Just nuts. He's 18, but man, if he ever takes up poker, just stay away from him.
And real quick, from Echo Base Network, thoughts on the Robert Meyer Burnett situation? About to drop a video on Echo Base. I think that if Campia would have opened his mouth and said that he was speaking for me, I'd have bitch slap him into next week if I was Robert Meyer Burnett. Campia saying, oh, he's upset, he's this and he's that. You don't talk for me, bitch. Stop talking. I talked to him and he's so remorseful about what he said and he apologizes. And no, you don't speak for me, dude. No.
I'm going to watch that video because I know nothing about the situation.
He opened his mouth about the riots and everybody jumped on him and now he's backtracking.
Is this the comedian?
No, this is the guy that works with John Campia. He
That their names I don't
Hollywood.
keep track.
He's a Hollywood guy.
Yeah, I'll watch what the guys come up with because I don't know.
But yeah, man.
Hollywood drama, man. I just
No, yeah,
it seems so high school, you know.
yeah. And I remember since we were talking about cards, I didn't tell you about this earlier. My cousins knew I played because in my family we all played cards all the time. And every barbecue, every get together, every whatever, there was a card game going on. And my cousins invited me over one night. This was after I'd gone off on my own, and I was like, yeah, sure. And I show up, and we've got 6 people playing, 5 or 6 people playing, and my cousin deals them all out, and I pick up my cards. It was 5 card draw. Jacks are better to open. I pick up my cards, and I've got 3 queens. I sat down at that table and they'd already done 2 or 3 hands. I sat down at that table and got 3 queens, and I took 2 people out of that game on my first hand because I went all in, dude. I was like, nope, you sit down and you get 3 queens, you run with those queens.
There you go.
You know, the poker gods just gave you a gift. Do not shy away from it. Go all in. And I went all in, and I had 2 people call me. And my 2 cousins, Chris and Jeff, were like, They're like, no, we've seen this before. That's it. After they went in, he goes, dude, you just made a mistake. And his friend was like, why? I was like, because we've seen this before. Oh, yeah, dude. And it was like 3 queens. You can't just sit down and have 3 queens. Well, I did.
Oh, wow. No, that would be a thing of beauty. That you probably ended up with a full house too.
And that night, yeah, I did.
Yep.
That night, just not that hand.
Uh,
No, I threw 2 back in the pot. I got 2. They weren't anything of value, but I went with those 3 queens. But it's fun, you know. That's just playing with, you know, friends and family. You go to a game and you sit down with some hardcore poker players. It's a totally different experience. They're reading everything you're doing. You have to keep track of what they're doing. You have to keep track of what they're doing with their hands. You have to keep track of what they're doing with their cards. Everybody's playing a game of how can I analyze the person in front of me better than everyone else.
right. Right.
So it's all
That's where counting the cards only gets you so far because I can count. I used to play double-handed pinochle. Some of you may know, you know, there's a ton of cards in double-deck pinochle, and I could count all of those. And I used to play with my buddies, and I won every single hand. And then one day, you know, they kept wanting to play, and I just, you know, that's fine. And then one day I started losing like crazy. I'm going, what the heck? And I watched them, and they had this little system. You know, you rub it here, you do this there, and they were cheating. So we stopped playing pinochle at that point.
Hashtag vote for Crystal Skull. Yes, vote on Bird of Prey's channel, Crystal Skull. I'm going.
Bert already said he's doing it. So Crystal Skull won. He's having a double feature this weekend.
Nice. Heck yeah. I only do the movie thing once a month, and we have our Valhalla roundup where we all get together and hang out in Discord. But guys, if you would like me to do a vote for the next movie, I know we're going to do Silence of the Lambs. It'll be the last Saturday of this month. But for the next movie, if you would like to do a vote, let me know. Let me know in Discord. Send me an email, stoneloki@hotmail.com, and let me know, hey, I would love to vote for a couple of different movies.
Well, I'm for Clash of the Titans.
Yes, that would be a badass movie. Clash of the Titans. Which one, the original or the remake?
Yep.
Original. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And we
Get
can
a little
probably
campy.
find that free somewhere too,
Right.
where everybody can watch it. I don't know if that original movie is still copyright or not. Hell, we may be able to broadcast it. Wouldn't that be something?
That would be awesome.
All right, guys. Announcement real quick. The Valkyries will not be on at 10 today. The Valkyries are going to be on at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So 4 p.m. Eastern time today, the Valkyries will be on. If I've got that wrong, Sam, let me know because you put Eastern time. So if I'm wrong about that, if it's going to be Eastern time, let me know, or Central time. Throw it out there in chat. But thank you, renowned author and doctor, Adiga Outlaw. Thank you, sir, for coming on.
Just trying to make people happy.
Well, 4 p.m. Central, Purple Lady says, my bad, guys. It's not Eastern, it's Central time. So 4 p.m. Central time. And I've apparently got a guest spot on the TARDIS Zone today. And I believe that is going to be at 2.
We got to look that up and find out where that is so I can watch. Well, at 1 o'clock Eastern, I'm going to be on Ambassador's show, so I think I won't have any problem getting on your show, so it's good. Babylon 5 today. Oh, and I see LDG Pixels. I have to shout him out again because the man helped me quite a bit. This new computer I was telling you about that I was building, Loki, there was a chip, the G7 technical geek stuff. I thought it had an inboard graphics card, and it didn't. And I kept running into problems with it. And he just said, yeah, this is it. I was like, dang, it was so easy. Thank you again. You got computer issues that you want to talk to someone online? LDG is the man.
LDG is the man. Hell yeah. Absolutely. And there is Adega's book, guys. If anyone does not have a copy yet, check that out. There is the link. Rush over to Amazon and get your copy of Evolution by Adega Outlaw.
Apparently it's sold out again, so we may have to wait a little bit.
And there's LDG Pixel. Hello, LDG. And he says, thank you, Adega.
He's a good guy.
Adega.
If you're going to have an accent, you got to let Mark do it.
Yeah. Oh, everybody, you know what? Have a great day, guys. Lori Roberts, Samantha Joe, Mistress TCDB, Purple Lady, Happy Dinosaur 8000, LDG Pixel, Mark the Infinitely Tired, Captain Trek, Josh and Rebecca Momini, Purple Lady. Guys, you have a great day, and I will see everyone later today. Again, thank you, Adiga, for being here.
Any time you call, you know the deal. That's what brothers do.
Heck yeah. Everybody, have a great one. We will catch you later today.